Hey, we have a startling story from Trump Tower earlier today. It's about a behind-the-scenes deal that saw the man who invented the art of the deal get schnookered, or so he claims. Earlier today at Trump Tower, the man who once descended its escalator directly into the bowels of the worst chapter in American political history, well, he once again commanded its stage, but this time only regurgitating the same old bile and chunks of nonsense that history will also take careful note of. But buried in that disgorged mess at this news conference was an admission that is really something to witness, and we've got it for you here in just a second. It involves a secret network deal and behind-the-scenes shenanigans that somehow disadvantage the master negotiator.
And I'm a very good deal maker, believe me.
I guess I look at everything like a deal.
You either have it or you don't.
I know guys that are so good.
I do hundreds of deals. The deals come out of my ears.
Intrigued? Well, before we listen to that bold assertion from the belly of the beast earlier today, check out this quick meander of that very sick man in search of, let me check my notes, outrage, that's it.
The architect of this destruction is Kamala Harris. When you look at the 4 years that have taken place after being named border czar, Kamala Harris will be visiting the southern border that she has completely destroyed, from what I understand, tomorrow. Why would she go to the border now, playing right into the hand of her opponent? I mean, you take a look at this. Why would you do that? There can be no justification for what she's done. There's nobody saying, oh, gee, she's done a fabulous job. She's done the worst job probably in the history of any border, not just our border.
He's weaving all right, all over the highway it seems. But, you know, there's a lot more ground that he did cover earlier back there at the Home Office. And before we show you today's featured accusation of network persecution, let's not miss this quick second to check out his sophisticated assessment of the geopolitical crisis happening in the Middle East. It's pretty detailed, and it's very, very complicated.
What would you do differently to prevent the Middle East?
Well, you have to have that ended one way or the other. The world isn't going to take it. You have to have that ended, and I would think that we're getting close to a point where maybe it can end pretty soon. But you're going to have to end. That's unacceptable. The whole thing over there is unacceptable. That's another one. October 7th would have never happened. Would have never happened. Ukraine and Russia would have never happened. Think of it. Would have never happened. Inflation would have never happened. Think of the world.
Much has already been supposed about Trump's performance in the ABC presidential debate, but apparently all of the facts are not out. And to get to the ultimate truth about the facts about fact-checking, well, we'll need to check with Donald about the fact that he thought he had a deal about the facts, in fact. Let's see him weave his way through this.
Now, you don't know this, but we had a deal with ABC that there will be no corrections of any kind, and they violated the deal. Why? Because they're bad people and they're fake news. So he did it many times to me during the debate. He violated the deal. That's the deal. Because you can take anything and try and make up stories with it. We had a deal where that wouldn't happen. You could do whatever you wanted as soon as the debate was over. But he did it in total violation of what our agreement was. And a lot of people standing right over there will tell you exactly what it was. We'll show you what it was. David Muir has lost all credibility.
Well, I'm sure David Muir is always welcome to guest on Occupy Democrats if tangling with Trump indeed ruins his career. But as with all fine wine, it's time to put a cork in this one until Trump arises again tomorrow and orders up a hair of the dog that bit him.